Welcome HumanBeans to another video here on the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the best way to get cementing paste here in Ark. Cementing paste is used for so much stuff and it's always a pain to get in my opinion, so I'm just going to be showing you the best way to get it. Now the first and easiest way to get it is from beaver dams in my opinion, but you also can get it from collecting paste from these snails, which I'll show you how to tame and how to get the paste from them after we show you this bit. If you do enjoy the video, guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to become a human being, and check out the Mysterious Mysteries series, which is where I take on the world of Valgero with mysterious mystery dinosaurs. It is awesome. Okay, so let's have a look. We should be there now. Again, so if you open up the beaver dam, you'll see a bunch of wood, some rare mushrooms / rare flowers, and then a bunch of cementing paste, depending on your rates. Now, my rates are quite high. So what you need to do is you need to take out the cementing paste by transferring it. Take out that, and I normally would leave the wood. So I would either hold down O just to release everything out there, so it breaks the beaver dam. If you don't break the beaver dam, then they won't respawn. They'll just stay there with just the wood in. So you have to completely empty it out so it breaks, so then they can respawn later on. Otherwise, you'll just never have the amount of... You'll never get a bunch of cementing paste in there. So that one didn't have any. Normally they do, but I've got an issue with my single player save at the moment that I'm doing the tutorials on. And that as well doesn't have any. But each one would always have cementing paste, wood, and then a rare flower or a rare mushroom. And that's the easiest way. Like I said, you empty them out, they'll break, you take all the stuff out of them, you come back at a later date, you wait like 10-15 minutes, come back, beaver should have made new dams, and you do it again. The next one I want to show you is the paste from snails. So let's go to the snails base that I've left. Okay, so here's the snails base that I've made. So I'll show you how to tame these in a second. But basically, you get a bunch of snails. And this is the second best way, and out of the two, this is the second best to get cementing paste. You put them to a hitching post if you've got S+. If you don't S+, you put them in a box. So put some walls on this and let them wander. They have to be wandering. So if you go into behavior, these are enabled wandering. So if you open up the inventory, you can see that this guy's made 12 cementing paste in about, I'm going to say about 10 minutes. And this guy has got 12, and this guy has got none. Okay, maybe this one is not... It's wondering. I'm not sure why that one hasn't got any, but these two have got 12 each. Normally, each one will have some going with them. So to tame these guys, you need to feed them sweet cakes, and to be wary that you also need to feed them sweet cakes, the sweet vegetable cakes, even after you've tamed them. It's the only thing that will eat. So make sure you've got enough to make them. To make sweet vegetable cakes, you need a cooking pot. If you go... There we go, vegetables. Here we go. Sweet vegetable cake. So you need fiber, giant bee honey, long grass, rock carrots, sap, savor root, and stimulant, and then water. Now, stimulant you can make from this. So if you go to consumables, drugs, there's stimulant. You make spark powder and stim berries, and that will make it a stimulant. And you make a bunch that you need to make a bunch of these. So make sure you've got a bunch of resources. We're going to spawn one in right now, and I'll just show you how it works. Again, so we spawned in a wild Achatina. Basically, you need to knock this out. This is not a passive tame. So we're going to shoot it a few times with this gun, with the trank gun. And it shouldn't take too many hits. It's only a level 14. There we go, it's down. And then, go into the inventory. And it's just like any normal tame. You drag the sweet cake in. And this guy should start taming any second now. So as you can see, the torport drops a lot quicker than what the hunger drops. So he still hasn't had a vegetable cake yet. So just make sure you got some narcotics with you to keep topping up. To keep top up his torpidity, because it will drop really quick compared to his hunger. So he just ate his first cake. He went down to about, I'm gonna say it was about 400 food, and then as you can see, there's like a timer going down before you can eat the next one. So it's actually quite a long tame to do this. Okay, so we just tamed it. His food goes down to about, I'm going to say about I think it was 350, so it was about 200 that it goes down. So you won't have to feed these that many cakes because the food drops quite slowly, but just be wary. So these guys that have now got 17, I think to increase production you need to pump weight, but don't quote me on that. Okay, no, I was wrong. What you want to do is you want to max out food. Basically... A lot of people are just saying that the veggie cakes, feeding them is the hardest part. So if you max out food, they'll stay alive longer. Once the cementing paste hits 100 in the inventory, that's when they will no longer produce cementing paste. And if they're moving around, they will drop what looks like feces, which will also be cementing paste, which you'll be able to pick up. So as you can see there, we got the cementing paste. So it also poops cementing paste. We'll just like click that, but because they're not moving, you can't see it. Another way to do this, if you don't have S Plus installed, so you don't have a hitching post, is that you can just get a bunch of stone, open the inventory, chuck a bunch of stone in, and then leave it. And it won't be able to move, so you'll still have it on wonder, but because you have a bunch of stone in it, it won't be able to move, which is perfect. Do that. That's probably the best way if you don't have S Plus. Well, I think that's it, guys. That's probably the 2 best ways to get cementing paste. You need a bunch of these. You probably need about 10 of these to get an effective farm, because they'll produce about 100 every hour, and they only produce 100. So you don't have to be clearing this out quite a lot. But if you've got a collector or something like an S Plus collector, this will be a hell of a lot easier. They'll just constantly collect it out their inventory. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to become a human being, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day, and peace.